Hey folks, we're at Thirlmere, or Lake Thirlmere in the Lake District, and we're climbing Helvellyn. Hey folks, so I can hope you can see a bit of behind me. That's Thirlmere down there. So I'm going to be hiking to the top of Helvellyn. We're about a quarter of the way up there now. I've got an interesting, well, it's interesting. Again, we've got strong harsh light. You can never pick the time of day, but we're hoping to come down near a sunset, so we might get some nice shots on the way down. But I like the view, and I like to document photography as well as take beautiful shots if I can, if it's all subjective. But I like to document my trip, so we're going to take a shot of where we've come from, the little tiny road in the background that you can see, and the dots of the cars down there in the distance. You probably can't make it out on the action cam, but that's where I've parked down there, probably about a mile away as the crow flies. So let's get on with some pictures. Oh, before we get on, you see I got a new bag. I think I've bitten off more than I can chew with the amount of kit I've brought. Probably over 10 kilograms, but we'll make it. Catch you all in a bit. Hey folks, so first time trying this. The idea here is partly to try out my new Manfrotto tripod, which I've got the action cam on, and a new way of sort of showing you the point of view what I'm taking a picture of. So I've got the radio mic on, camera handheld, action cam's on the tripod so everything's in focus, so you can actually get an idea of the views I'm taking the shot of. So you can see that we've got this lovely overhanging tree, and we've got some lovely contrasting colours in the ferns in the foreground. So I want to get a sort of documentary type picture of the lake in the background with these ferns in the foreground. And I'm going to use quite a wide lens, probably 24mm. So I'm just using the kit lens on the Lumix today. I've brought all my cameras, so it's a bit heavy. So let's get the shot. It does mean also that I can use the viewfinder, but you also will be talking to the back of my head as well, quite a bit. So I can compose this. So what I'm going to do is, we're probably at ISO 100 at the minute. I'm going to stop down a little bit because the camera's at f3.9, so I'm going to stop down to f11. I'm going to make sure that we're in the right mode. So I've just got the camera in semi-automatic, so I'm going to mean aperture priority. I'm going to fling it up to f11. And we've got the two sort of shadows contrasting. We're focusing on the lake in the background. So I'm going to use the joystick, focus in. That's a shot at 24mm. We're going to zoom out though. I'm just going to take a shot a little bit lower down. You may not be able to see me. 20mm. And we're also going to come zooming into 35mm, just to get a little bit less of the leaves from the top in. Again, focus on the lake, mountains and the cloud in the background. There we go. So I haven't used any filters. I've just got sunshade on. just to stop any glare getting in from the side, because it's quite strong sunlight coming in from the side. And I'm going to try and take a lot of fixtures handheld. I've got some filters with me, but I'm probably not going to mess around with them too much until I get to the top. I also have a drone. It may get used. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can get another mile done. So we'll head on up the hill, see if we can get to the top on the plateau and see what we can spot from there, see if there's any more shots to take. But let me know in the comments what you think of the of this way of doing things, where I can actually talk you directly through the shot as I take it, rather than putting a big pile of shots in front of you and going, hey, have a look at these shots. I want to talk you through fewer shots, but bring you more on the journey of what the hike is. So I'll catch you all in a bit, folks. Let's go. Hey folks, we're a bit further up. Now I don't know if you can see because they're in the distance, but I've spotted some paragliders in the haze. So I've got my zoom lens out. And although they're going to be specks, I'm going to see if I can actually catch them. They were going to come over this way, and then some of them came this way and then disappeared. And these ones are sort of drifting around. They seem to be following the thermals. So this is why you wish you had a different zoom lens. So what we're also going to capture here, as well as them, as they slowly sink below the horizon, is there's quite a bit of haze. So I'm going to try and capture some of that as well. We'll be zoomed into 200 mil. And we'll see if we can compress those hills in the background. We've got one of them coming just over the hill. Now I'll probably wait until he comes. He's coming towards us, but we'll get one. So we've got some nice foreground interest. We're going to get a bit of the lake in. You can see him coming there. He's just coming towards the lovely piece of trees. I'm going to have the diagonal on. We're going to split the image at the diagonal, so using the side of the mountain as a diagonal. And again, he's coming a bit closer now, so we've got a bit of contrast over him, so we can get a bit of we can lock the tracking onto him. Now we can get him with the lake in. I'm going to go to maximum zoom now, so to 200mm. Sorry, I was at 50mm before. I'm going to get some foreground rocks in. And get some of the trees in for a scale. And he's coming over the lake. As I said, it's going to be difficult for you to see this. I'm going to drop to f7.1 because I need quite a high shutter speed, because at 200mm there's a lot of camera shake. So he's going to come in, looks like he's going to land. So we're going to get a sequence. We've got some lovely sunlight here. Again, we're going to get the foreground rocks as he comes in over the field. He's coming into land. We're going to get him landing in this field. We'll get a bit of the beach in as he comes in. Just coming into land between those two trees. I hope I haven't got this blurred, because this is where I need image stabilisation. I'm a bit knackered. But we still got some altitude. And he's just about to land in the field. Hiya. So let's well, we've done the power of the gliders, so I'll get a few shots of the lake. Again, I'm just going to stick with the Fuji X-T4. I'm not going to move out of shot here, but I'm going to move a little bit over here. We've actually got quite favourable light falling on this. I'm going to go for portrait shot. Yeah, we'll get some of the foreground interest. We're going to get the path, we're going to get the trail of the path in. We'll be up to F9, no, actually F8. ISO 160, we're going to focus in on the trail. Sorry, we're going to focus in on the lake in the distance. And then get a snap there with the path in. We've got a paraglider over the beach. Well, they put on a bit of a show for us. So, let's see if we can get to the top. While I've had a bit of a rest here, because time's getting on and we better get a move on. And before I move on, I thought I would get a couple of wide shots as well of the lake. We've done the zoom shots with the power gliders, so we're back on the Lumix with the 20mm. So we should be able to get some nice wide shots. So glasses off.
I'm most worried about this. Sweet.
Sweet, okay?
You know, this is a busy mountain. Let's take a picture. So, out to $20mm, which we've got some nice foreground rocks here. These are some foreground subjects. Got a couple of people on the path, so we'll get the path in as well. Swinging across to the centre of the image. We're going to focus kind of in the middle where the path disappears down the mountain. Got a few nice little clouds in. We'll go for that. Same again, but to the right. Yes, person walking down the hill, we're going to get them, they're going to be in the shot. This is street photography. Oh, the person detects picked them up. This is street photography on a mountain. See, you can do street photography everywhere. Well, I may as well make them part of the composition if they're going to get there, aren't they? They're everywhere. Anyway, you want to see where we're going, let's pick you up. So, we've got quite a way to go. Oh, see that behind us? We're going up there. But every time I stop to take pictures, I do get a rest, but I am quite out of breath. Let's pack up and head on up the mountain. Well, maybe get one more sneaky shot. I'm going to zoom into 35mm. Yeah, get a bit different composition there. Hazy mountains in the background. Path and a rock in the foreground. Keep the sky to a minimum because it's a bit boring. F9. I'm going to go for just a third of a stop underexposed. Because there's quite a glare from the sun on the rocks. And there we go, so we've got a nice haze contrast over there. That's a jet. Oh, we only have. It's too far away. Trust me to only have a 60mm lens on when they come past. Look at those go. And I've just put the X-T4 away with the zoom on. Look at that noise they make. There you go, you got a jet. You wouldn't have been able to see that on this tiny camera. You'll have certainly heard it. All I got was a little bit of a shot with the 60mm, which just really doesn't have the reach. It's going to be a spec. It really is going to be a spec. But at least I had a camera out this time when twice I've been on hikes and I've never had the camera out. I don't know what planes they were. They were fighter planes. Right. Anyway, one last shot. Get a few of these foreground rocks in again, get the mountain in. We're going to be at 28mm. Actually, no. We'll zoom out. We'll do this at 20mm. So we can get a bit more in. And just get a few of those clouds in. There we go. Now we can put our stuff away. There might be some more jet fighters, you never know. At least we've kind of photographed some jet fighters. Right, glasses back on. Oh, they're coming back. I can hear jet fighters. Oh, let's get that. It just helps if I get this in the right way around, doesn't it? There we go. Get my glasses in. Although doing pod photography this way, I don't actually need my glasses as much because I can use the viewfinder. Right, we're ready to go. Catch you all a bit further up the trail. We're getting close. Just thought I'd do a little sit rep. Still catching my breath after having a millionth rest. Bit windy. There's the peak. We're probably about half an hour to an hour from it. We're already starting to see other lakes. I've hidden behind a rock for shelter from the wind and the sun. So let's head on up. Hey folks, well, we're sheltered from the wind a little bit. I'll just use the onboard mic, just give you an idea of a sit rep. Nearly there. We are nearly there. A little bit breezy. I think I've got about 50 metres to go before I can get to the top. It levels off. But look at that view. Look at that view. Oh, I am definitely going to have to rationalise what I carry in my camera bag. Because what I've got in there, I'm always saying, I just want to take that. I just want to take that. Folks, when you're climbing, you need to travel light. Anyway, I'll catch you at the top. Hey folks, so we're here. We've finally made it to the summit. So the tarn's looking decidedly empty, but we've got some interesting light here. You've got some strong contrast. We've got this big cliff over here, you can see. I don't know if you can see down the tarn. It's quite difficult to set the camera up simply because it's so bright. Now we've got to be quite quick because it's taken me 6 hours to get up here. It's already 6:15 and we've got about 4 hours of light left. So we're going to grab a few shots and we're going to head down as far as we can, and we'll get a sunset shot on the way down hopefully. And there's a hoverfly trying to land on the camera. So again, I'll talk you through the shots I'm going to take. So again, I'm going to use the Lumix because I've got the wider lens. We're sticking on wide lenses today. And trying to, I don't know if I'm in the shot or not, it's hard to tell. Trying not to get too close to the edge, but I want to give you an idea of depth. God, look at those sheep. Just to give you an idea. Alright. I'm just going to... What we need is, because we've got quite bright lights, we're going to underexpose. We're going to use EV comp. We're going to get the framed tarn, and we're going to actually get the sheep in as well. So we're going to get some contact. I've got a bit of foreground grass in. And then we're going to zoom out again to about 40mm. And again, do the one with the sheep in. Should be able to get a better one if we actually do it portrait. Again, I'm exposing for the shadows, so I can get the sky exposed. I'm going to try and get some of those amazing shadows in. So we'll get the focus point on the sheep, so it's slightly defocused in the background. We're at F9. And then we're going to come right out. Again, staying at F9. So I'll pull those shadows back in post, but I can't believe that. I mean, you can get the idea of, I'm going to do a wide shot now, so you can get an idea of just how steep it is for those sheep. So F11, so I'm going to focus on the middle distance. We're going to get use the shadow to divide the image up half and half and get those the lovely shadows in, because those shadows are fantastic. And again, I'm going to get as close to the edge as I dare. Do I get my shadow in? And then I think I've got, I think there's another tarn over there. And I'm going to get some lovely fluffy clouds over here. So I'm going to turn you around. And I hope the hell you're level. Are we level? I'd love to do. So, hay fever, charming. So we've got a couple of shots up there. I love how the trail is going up. We've got those fantastic clouds. I'm going to get quite low down. Again, we're going to be, well, quite a wide shot, 20mm. Now we'll go up a bit so we can get a bit more of those clouds in. I'm going to step across, I'm going to go out of the shot, just so I can get more of the path in. And again, one more quite low. And then again, to accentuate the length of that, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. .22mm. And again, we've got those lovely fluffy clouds and the path. And last, we're going to capture some more of those clouds of the trails. So over to the left over here, got those craggy rocks. The lighting isn't ideal. We've got those clouds behind them and little dots of sheep, and we're going to do that at 35mm. I think that ought to do it. Ow, cramping my calf, not good. 4 miles to go back, getting cramp in your calf's not good. We'll be fine, I have a signal. So try not to worry. If this video doesn't get uploaded, that's why. No, we're fine. Calf's alright, so let's head back down and see if we can catch the sunset, but we've got to make haste, so I'll see you all down there. Catch you in a bit. Hey folks, apologies for the noisy cars. I'm far too tired to get the microphone out. Looking about doing this. Oh, coming down was very tiring, it's very wobbly, extremely tiring. But we've made it. We are approaching sunset and the golden hour. If I get my energy back and we do get a nice sunset, we can finish off with a nice ending picture of the sunset. It should be about an hour, but I need to refuel first. So, with that in mind, I'm going to say I hope you enjoyed this different format of video. If you did, please do remember to like subscribe and click the bell for notifications as I waddle my way back along here. And get ready for next time. We'll definitely be doing some more hikes, maybe not quite so adventurous, maybe some flat ones, more picture oriented. Anyway, I'll catch you all later folks, we'll definitely be doing some more street photography soon. See you all later, bye!